Yo, what up? This your boy Kenneth Stones, aka Coffee Weaston.
This your boy DOE, Good Brother Bowl.
And we are the Dirty Hillz. You already know, man, you tuning in to 11:30 podcast. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Dude, that's my job. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Yeah. And you have been Dirty Hillz approved.
Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. This is episode 67 of the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. What's goody? How everybody doing out there? Yes, it is Friday. We here. It's the weekend, you guys. It's time for Talk Pro Wrestling. Good morning, good night, good afternoon to all my listeners all across the world, you guys. Wherever you may be, appreciate you guys joining me back here on this Friday for some Talk Pro Wrestling. If you're listening to me on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, thank you so much. Make sure you leave a 5-star rating and a review. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, you guys, if you're new to the 11:30 podcast, make sure you head over to the 11:30 podcast YouTube channel and subscribe, like it, and leave a comment. Yeah, do all that great stuff, you dig? And also, you guys, man, don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. But you guys, like I said, man, it's Friday, so you know what that means. It's time to talk some pro wrestling. Yes, man, we're going to get into everything, you guys. This week here on the podcast, riding solo, but that's great, you guys. This is episode 67, you guys. Let me get that correct. I think the last couple of episodes I was saying 66 for a while, 65, whatever. But yeah, this is episode 67, you guys. Before we jump into everything, I want to shout out my guest who was on last week, my guy Brian Young. Thank you so much for coming through, talking about your book, The Wrestlers, The Craft of Professional Wrestling. It was awesome, man. Yes, shout out to Quincy once again for hooking that interview up, man, and having a great convo, with Brian, man. So it was really, really awesome, you guys. If you guys haven't checked out the episode, check it out, man. My man Brian told me that we are going to be officially starting a competition, a trivia, a game, for someone to win a book or win a copy of his book, The Wrestlers, The Craft of Professional Wrestling, you guys. We're going to get that tournament, you guys, started next week here on the 11:30 podcast, you guys. But nonetheless, you guys, man, we're going to get into some AEW, you guys. Yeah, because we got a big show tonight. Yes, you guys, it is Friday, August 20th. We got a huge show, you guys, with AEW Rampage. We're going to get into that. We got SmackDown coming up tonight. We're going to get into that, you guys. Yes, man, big old SummerSlam weekend. For those who tuning in today, you guys, just want to remind everybody, or just let everybody know that tomorrow, you guys, streaming on the 11:30 podcast social media pages. Make sure you follow so you can get all some great content. But I will be streaming live, you guys, at 4 p.m. Our stream, you guys, to do some predictions, rundown, you guys, for SummerSlam, because SummerSlam is tomorrow night, you guys. It is going down. It's really going down in Las Vegas, so pretty excited about that. But you guys, man, we're going to get into the show. Hope you guys Friday is going well. Like I said, you guys, we got we got Rampage tonight, and of course SmackDown, and we're going to get into some AEW, you guys. Before we get into Rampage, you guys, I hope you guys checked out Dynamite. Yeah, Dynamite this past Wednesday, man. It was an incredible show, you guys. I'm so excited that the fans are back once again in these arenas, you guys. And I understand that the country is, going through another wave of, what is going through right now. But you guys, man, we're going to do our part so we can keep enjoying, things that we love to enjoy. So we got to do our part, you guys. But, nonetheless, you guys, AEW Dynamite, you guys, was off the chain, you guys. Was off the chain this past week. They were in Houston, Texas. Huge market for professional wrestling, you guys. They kicked off the night. It was a nice, unique arena, you guys, man. Every single week, man, since AEW came back, man, and they having the fans, man, the fans just been on 1,000. I know you guys seen Rampage last Friday night, even though for some on the East Coast is a little crazy time slot right after SmackDown at 10 p.m. But man, when they came on the air, they were fired up. And I think they were just as almost fired up as the first AEW crowd for the Dynamite here in DC, man. But they were going crazy, you guys, at Houston. and Dynamite, you guys, this past Wednesday started off, you guys, with 2.0, you guys, taking on Sting and Darby Allin, you guys. Yes, incredible, cool matchup. Most of the matchup took place outside of the ring. I was hoping the matchup took place inside of the ring to see where, Sting is, where he's still at. And I understand they're trying to protect him right now and having him do, a lot of, outside stuff, maybe, a lot of stuff where, he's not taking too many bumps and stuff like that. And Darby Allin is really taking, the total, most of it. You see where he landed on that daggone skateboard on Wednesday night, man. That was gruesome right there. I was like, oh man, he like in a way, Darby, is like a Jeff Hardy though, man. He just put himself through anything, man. For real. But it was an awesome matchup to see Sting on TNT for the first time, you guys, in a long time. The last time we seen Sting on TNT, you guys, was WCW Nitro, man, in March of 2001. And where WWE bought out WCW, man. And man, oh man, that was a long time coming. So that was great to see Sting and Darby Allin pick up the victory right there, you guys. And also on Dynamite, you guys, shout out to Sammy Guevara, man. Everybody loves Sammy, man. Hometown hero from Houston, Texas, man. It was awesome. What I didn't really have a problem with it. I thought it was amazing, but they were just like, next week Sammy had a huge matchup, and majority of the matches, the opening matchup, even when they said John Moxley was coming out there to say something, everybody kept getting attacked, throughout the whole show. So I guess when they written the show, they didn't have too much time, or whatever. But they showed it in a fast clip. That Sammy Guevara proposed to his fiance and Pam. So shout out to Pam, and I know that was awesome, for real, really, really awesome. But right after that, Sammy Guevara got in the ring, man, and had a hard-hitting matchup, man. Really hard-hitting matchup in front of, like I said, his hometown crowd against Shawn Spears. And what a matchup they went through, man. From the barricade thing, man, from a man doing the what was it, a 450, I guess, that flip, man. And I'm just like, wow, man, like the matchup was dope, man. I loved everything, all the moves and, the storytelling and all that, man. So shout out to Sammy, man. He got the victory over Shawn Spears, you guys. For real, got the victory over Shawn Spears. Someone else got the victory, you guys, and it was an incredible matchup, to say the least, you guys. It was for the AEW Tag Team Championships. The Young Bucks took on Jurassic Express, and which was a cool matchup, man. I really dig it. I thought that move where Jurassic Express hit that little power bomb, that sunset power bomb flip or whatever, man. I was like, I almost came out my chair, man. For real. I almost came out my chair. But I knew Jurassic Express wasn't winning that, but I knew they were going to put on an awesome matchup. They were just going to leave it all out there, and, and the fans ate it up, man. They ate it up. And, man, when you watch AEW, you can tell the difference from every other product that the AEW fans, man, they are emotionally invested in. And I know a lot of people are probably saying, oh, man, he's one of them AEW. Nah, man, I'm just enjoying professional wrestling, bro. For real, man. I'm enjoying professional wrestling. What a time to be alive, man. Wrestling come on damn near every day of the week. And since Monday of this past week, wrestling has been coming on every day of the week. It's what, 11 days straight? Because we got SummerSlam and TakeOver 36 on Saturday and Sunday. So, man, man, I'm loving wrestling, man. I'm really loving it. The Young Bucks took that W, man, and it was an incredible matchup. Of course, the Elite, man, which reminds everybody of which at least I ain't gonna speak for everybody, but you guys let me know what you thought, what you guys thought. It reminded me of sort of the NWO faction. It seems though they gotta have that one big group, huh? Sort of all the other groups and factions. I mean, they still there, but I mean, like, the Elite stands out. You got Kenny Omega coming out. You got Don Callis. You got the Good Brothers, the Young Bucks. You got Brandon Cutler coming out. You got everybody coming out. But man, Man, oh man, that was a dope match though. Really dope match though. Another thing, you guys, that sort of was dope. I guess I kind of like seeing it coming though. But Paul White, you guys, aka well, it's the Big Show. Big Show, man, seems he didn't retire, but said he retired sort of. But hey, these wrestlers retire almost all the time and come out of retirement. But Paul White, you guys, also known as the Big Show in WWE, now is in All Elite Wrestling. He's going to have a match, you guys, yes, at All Out September 5th, man. It's going down. I believe I got that date right. September 5th, All Out in Chicago, you guys. Yes, Paul White will be taking on, man, I can't even think of his name right now. Paul White will be taking on QT Marshall. Yes, QT Marshall, seemed very, very surprised. Oh my God, I'm taking on Paul White. Oh, but okay, I kind of seen that coming. It ain't gonna be too long probably for Mark Henry to get in there, and do his thing. So who knows, man? Who knows? But we're gonna move on, you guys. Thunder Rosa, you guys, picked up a huge victory. Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, you could just put them two women together in AEW right now, and I could just like man, whew, they are so gorgeous. I always say Thunder Rosa, man, is a model during the day and a wrestler during the night, man, because her Instagram is lit, man, for real. And Britt Baker, Dr. DMD, she's on fire right now, man. She is on fire. Speaking of who on fire, man, Chris Jericho, hands down, man. Chris Jericho is the GOAT, man. Man, John Cena, we talk about John Cena. We talk about The Rock. We talk about The Undertaker. We talk about all these great guys, Stone Cold and so many. Jericho, you guys, is the GOAT, man. My man comes out there. He got the fifth labor of Jericho match about to happen in the main event. He's going against MJF, who's like the hottest guy in professional wrestling on the mic. He a lot of people, he reminds me of The Rock in a way, man. You feel me? The Rock wrestling skills wasn't all that great. And I'm going to admit that. The Rock, hands down, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, man. If you smell, know your role, catty ass. Like know your role, man. Jabroni, man. Like The Rock was hands down. But MJF reminds me of The Rock a little bit in a way because his wrestling is not great. It's by far great. You got a lot of guys on the show, man, that's better wrestlers than MJF. But boy, you put MJF out there with anybody else and hand MJF a mic, boy, he will murder them. He will murder them on the mic, man. But yeah, man, like Jericho is the GOAT, you guys. Back to what I was saying, Jericho is the GOAT. He comes out there, no theme song. You can't use Judas effect neither, though. So I overthunk this, man. I really did. I really said, okay, if he coming out there, he ain't coming out there to no Judas or nothing like that. Just like a couple of weeks ago, I overthunk what finisher move that he was going to use. So I was like, okay, maybe he might do something off the top rope. Maybe he might have moonsault off the top rope, do something. But I'm like, what is it effective that he can hit off the top rope to win that matchup? Against Juventud Guerrero a couple of weeks ago. But he hit the Judas effect. Very unique. I didn't see that coming. So I overthought it. This one, overthunk it again, you guys. I'm like, so what music is he going to hit? He might, of course, he going to play like another track from his, Dope Fozzy album or something like that. No, he did not. Came out there, of course, everything. Silence with graphics and everything. And what I'm thinking is they said to the ring announcers, if the crowd is not singing along, which I doubt they would, but it kind of started a little slow a little bit, because I guess everybody don't know the lyrics. I don't even know the lyrics to the song all like that. You feel me? I just know, like the Judas in my mind, like, the main part of it though. But man, like, I'm pretty sure when, he came out there and was like, if they're not singing along, go ahead and introduce me or something like that. Maybe. But once they start singing along, you can hear him single cut to the ring announcers. And man, oh man, that crowd, man, that's what I'm saying. The AEW fans, man, like, I don't know what it is, man. I ain't gonna say I don't know what it is, man. It's just, it's a new day and age of wrestling, man. Like, they are they are into it, man. You can see them jumping out of their seats on their feet. But just, Jericho, man, like, bro, like, he's the GOAT, man. He is the GOAT, man. And everybody was singing along. He's over. He's over, though. And then, we get the matchup. I didn't, expect Jericho to win the match at all. I knew he was, going to lose that one. MJF got to get this one, I guess, So he picks up the victory over Jericho, you guys. A lot of people were speculating this Jericho's last match. I did see a post on his Instagram that he was, posting about, having the crowd sing his theme song out there, man, acapella, like nothing, man. It was like dope for real, and everybody, do little sing-alongs now. You got Shinsuke Nakamura and a couple of other, superstars in the business, but acapella, oh my God, the whole joint, threw you out there into the bell ring. That's dope. But yeah, he was saying, man, you gotta do some rethinking, man. And of course, a lot of people been, having a lot to say about Jericho and yo, man, Jericho's not in shape, or yo, Jericho's this, or yo, man, you gotta realize he's not moving as he once did or once was, but hey, Jericho does well on commentary. I see that's why they been, testing him out, or especially heavily last year. So hey, man, I'm all down for whatever Jericho do. He is the GOAT. I love how he just kept evolving and evolving from the Painmaker to everything, man, from everything, bro. So Jericho, hats off to you, my guy. For real, hats off to you, you guys. Man, it's been an awesome show, you guys, so far here on the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. Appreciate you guys joining me this week here on the podcast on this Friday. You guys, hope your day is going lovely. Yes, it is Friday, you guys. And I mentioned earlier in the podcast, you guys, tonight, you guys, an anticipated huge event is going down, you guys. Yes, at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, you guys. I know a lot of guys are going crazy right now. Some not really too much, you guys. Yes, the buzz is surrounding you guys. AEW's Rampage second show. It is the largest show to date. So it's going to be very interesting. I always wondered why WWE never ran shows at the United Center. They never did anything. They always go to the Allstate Arena. Like I was always confused. And the United Center is pretty, decent. Like that's an arena that you would think the WWE would go to. So I don't know really what's behind that. Why they don't go there and stuff like that. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if there's something similar to like Madison Square Garden, like it's expensive to like really do TV out of there. That's probably like what it is though. But man, yo, AEW Rampage is going down tonight, you guys. Yes. But before we get to that, you guys, like I said, Rampage last week, off the chain, you guys, off the chain, started it out. Fans, just on there, man, they on the edge of their seats. They can't wait for the show. Christian defeated Kenny Omega, you guys. A lot of people was like, huh? What? But hey, Christian, man, he's the Impact World Champion. Kudos to him. He was on Impact last night, you guys, man. That was dope, man. I'm loving Impact right now, especially what Jay White is doing and Chris Bay. Man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. Also, you guys, Fuego del Sol, you guys. If you don't know Fuego del Sol, and if you've been living under the rock, and if you haven't heard him, he on the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. Go back, man. Go back to the catalog and check out the dope episode that I had Fuego del Sol on, man. He was also talking about how, he wasn't signed, and he was busting his ass, man, to get signed, doing his YouTube channel and his best friend, Sammy Guevara, and he had a hard-hitting matchup against Miro, man. I'm loving this new theme song. Everything Miro says now is just like, yo, man, he a beast. I'm loving him. I'm loving what he's doing with that. I'm glad they got him away from he's a super bad boy. I can't even think of his name. Kip Sabian. Yeah, I'm so glad they got him away from him. But nonetheless, you guys, yeah, Fuego del Sol, you guys, lost his match up against Miro, but nonetheless, Tony Khan came out there with a contract. This looked like Cedric Alexander or somebody having that dope matchup in the Cruiserweight Classic or the Mae Young Classic, and they get signed. Man, we seen that before though. But hey, nonetheless, shout out to Fuego del Sol, man. I'm so happy for him, man. You took a lot of bumps. You were like one. He's still like one, and like who knows, or 50 or whatever, but you got to get the first victory. You got to get it in, man. You got the contract. Kudos to you once again, man. See, man, it's all about the process, man. It's all about the process, and I know it was worth it, and having your best friend there to, congratulate you with the contract. So that's what's up, you guys. And also, Britt Baker, you guys, defeated Red Velvet in the main event of the first show of Rampage, you guys. So they did a really good job, man. Really good job. And to coming into this week tonight, you guys, man, it's going to be awesome, you guys. We got Jade Cargill. She's going to face, yes, Jade Cargill, the bitch, you guys. Yes, for real. I want to see her versus Nyla Rose because Nyla Rose used to bring bitches. I don't know, man. I'm staying with that one, though. But yeah, Jade Cargill, you guys, she's going to take on Kiera Hogan. I'm digging the Kiera Hogan. I see why now on Impact, she was with Tasha. She wasn't with Tasha Steelz no more. And they broke up and stuff like that, that whole angle. So I was like, where's the other shorty? And I was realizing, when I was watching Dark and I think Elevation for like the last 2 weeks or so, I've been seeing Kiera Hogan. I was like, that shorty looks so familiar. And I said, yo, that's shorty from Fire and Flavor, whatever like that. That was Impact Tag Team Champ. So kudos to her, man. So she getting this huge matchup against Jade, even though she's getting her ass whooped though. But it's gonna be a cool matchup, man. They should push Jade more. I think they slow milking her. Private Party, you guys, is going to be in action, the World Tag Team Championship Tournament, you guys, to find out who's going to be the Young Bucks new challengers at All Out. But Private Party, you guys, is going to take on Jurassic Express. That's going to be a cool matchup, you guys. And also, we're going to see Daniel Garcia against I'm not going to even try to do it. John Moxley, you guys. John Moxley, that's going to be cool. And of course, you guys, like I said, they are in Chicago, the United Center. Darby Allin been hitting about it. They even said it on TV. Who's going to be the best in the world? Speculations is so wild. Like, what if CM Punk don't show up tonight? Instead, he shows up tomorrow night at SummerSlam, you guys. Like, it's going to be so crazy. But if CM Punk shows up, man, like, wow, man. Like, all eyes is going to be on this, man. All eyes is going to be on it. Something like, okay, yeah, and well, all right. But, hey, we going to see, man. We going to see. But before that, you guys, let's take it back a couple of hours before we get to that, you guys. We got SmackDown, you guys. Yes, ahead of SummerSlam tomorrow, you guys, in Las Vegas. This is going to be huge. But SmackDown, you guys, tonight we got Roman Reigns, John Cena, man. They going square to square. We're going to see what their last words is. Last week, man, they was hitting hard. They was really hitting hard. I was surprised John Cena mentioned Dean Ambrose, and I just finished talking about Moxley, but that was pretty cool, man. Really cool. I'm down to see it. John Cena just, Roman is gonna beat him. That's no secret. He's gonna beat him. John Cena is gonna kick out a lot of times. This is gonna be something though. This is going to be something at SummerSlam, you guys. So join me tomorrow, you guys, on the 1130 Podcast YouTube, 1130 Podcast social media channels, YouTube also, you guys, and we're going to do some SummerSlam predictions tomorrow, you guys. But like I said, SmackDown is tonight. Last week, you guys, Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Apollo. I think Apollo could have stayed Intercontinental Champion a little longer. I think his buzz kind of like went out the window now. It's sort of dead. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. It's sort of dead though. But I would have loved to see him, champion a little longer though. But hey, Shinsuke Nakamura is the new United States champion. Yo, man. Yo, Pat McAfee is life, man. He's life on SmackDown right now, bro. He's literally life. Everything he's doing, he's always standing up. Like, sometimes I find myself just looking off to the corner and seeing Pat McAfee just standing up, man. Like, yo, like, I ain't never seen no other comment. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, is it the adrenaline rush that he got so much going on that he just can't stay sitting down throughout the show, man? Like, it's crazy, man. He is life doing it, man. That whole thing with him, Shinsuke, did on SmackDown last week was awesome. So Shout out to Shinsuke Nakamura, you guys. Yes, speaking of somebody who's doing the damn thing, man. Some people may not like it. My guy Big Smash said, man, as long as I don't see him on my TV screen, I'm good with it. But Baron Corbin, you guys, gotta be, man. Xavier Woods was saying it on their podcast, you guys. Baron Corbin gotta be the one. What they doing with him is literally one of the best things right now in WWE, bro. Like the cricket shirt, I got a stain in it. I can't get a haircut. On Monday last week, yo, he asked Barry. What did he say? No, he asked Drew McIntyre for $100,000. Then on SmackDown, you got the nerve to ask Kevin Owens for $1,000 or something like that, bro. Like it blew me when he said $100,000. $100,000. Most people who can't make it to the next, they at least they ask for, a couple of dollars. Buy me something to eat. Can I kind of stay somewhere? $100,000. Get your ass out my face. $100,000, and then they got the nerve to take Big E briefcase. Oh my goodness, I'm loving it. Hey, if he try to cash in, this shit is gonna be hilarious, bro. He be like, man, I just want to try to, get it again. Like he had it. What was 2016 when he lost it? Oh man, it is hilarious. I love what they doing, man. I really do. Really love what they're doing with Baron Corbin, you guys. One thing I'm not loving what WWE is doing is with the tag team division on Raw and on SmackDown, you guys. We need to spice this stuff up. For real. Mix it up, get it up, for real. I'm tired of seeing Street Profits versus the Dirty Dogs versus Mysterios, and Mysterios versus Street Profits. Viking Raiders versus AJ and Omas versus, I'm tired of it. Like, come on, let's mix this up, man, for real. You guys, Seth Rollins and Edge, you guys, are going to be battling at SummerSlam. That's going to be one heck of a matchup. I'm really loving what they're doing. So tonight, you guys, look forward to them probably balling out or going face to face. We will see. We will indeed see, you guys. Man, we're going to move on, you guys, here on the 1130 podcast, man. It's been an awesome show, you guys. Awesome show. Man, yo. Ric Flair, you guys. Ric Flair, you guys. If you haven't heard about the story, man, every other day Ric Flair is trending, yo. He is living his best life. When I say best life, I'm living my best life. Like, really though, like, man, Ric Flair, I guess they've been seen doing something on the airplane. I don't know if he was doing what he was doing, what everybody may think he was doing, but it looked like he was doing that though. But Ric Flair, man, woo! I gave you getting that little tongue out, but he get released from WWE. He's over at AAA with Andrade. Like, come on, bro. It don't get like he's living his best life. That's all I'm gonna say with that one right now, man. Shout out to Ric Flair. Woo! Let me get a Ric Flair, you guys. Yo. Speaking of living a best life, you guys, one guy really wasn't living his best life, you guys, a couple of months ago, you guys. And a couple of weeks ago, he made his return to Monday Night Raw. Yes, I'm talking about Keith Lee, man. Keith Lee returned to Monday Night Raw and lost against Bobby Lashley. The fashion he lost had everybody going like, what? Are you serious? Then he turned around and lost against the NXT champion. Yes, Karrion Kross, who lost the prior week to Jeff Hardy. But Keith Lee, man, came out and said he was battling with a lot of things, you guys. He was almost on his deathbed. Almost. He had COVID. He gave it to Mia Yim. So, they were out for a while, man. And, shout out to Keith Lee, man, for real. Like I said, man, on the main show, you guys, tap in each and every Wednesday on EB Radio and YouTube, man. It's all about the process, man. Things going, man, as long as you have that faith and you believe, man, future is bright, man. The future is bright, but it's all about the process. I'm so proud and glad to hear that he's doing well because, he did speak on it. Like, man, in the coming weeks, I'm gonna say something. I'm going to say what I got to say. So, man, shout out to Keith Lee, man. And prayers go to you, man. You and Mia Yim. I really hope she's done with that hurt. I was about to say hurt business. I hope she's done with that sort of retribution thing, and she didn't, go back to, being herself. So shout out to Keith Lee and Mia Yim. Hope to see them doing big things in the future, you guys. For real. We're going to move on, you guys, here on the podcast, you guys. This past Sunday, you guys, a lot of people was talking about it, including myself. I was intrigued. I was digging it. I was entertained. I was loving it. The new series, you guys, that came out on Stars called Hillz, you guys. Yes, starring Stephen Amell and his brother Ace. Ace, I believe I got the name right. They Ace and Spade, they brothers, one Hill, one of Dylan, you guys. I believe it's Ace, you guys, who is the baby face. Ace, if I'm believing, is the baby face. I don't know about you guys though, but I was like, by the end of this show, they're gonna turn him heel. And by the end of the show, you had fans throwing everything at him, and like, come on, you pissing on the tree right outside the church. You talking shit to the cashier. So like, dude, like he's a heel. He don't really want to, go by the script. Like who does though? But I mean, like, come on, man. Like he's the perfect one. The other guy was like, yo, man, I'm not turning heel, man. Like I like being a good guy, man. Like, and so come on, Ace is your perfect heel. I guess he's your perfect heel. Nobody really likes him, in the town, but he swear everybody loves him. So I really like it, man. You guys, man, I want to know you guys' thoughts, man. I posted it on my IG. Follow me on Instagram, you guys, at the 1130 podcast. And just had a couple of people, man, they was getting into it, man. They really digging it. I'm digging it. I'm really, really digging it. I will be in tune this Sunday, you guys, for the new episode. I really, really will, you guys. For real. But before we get on out of here, you guys, man, for real. NXT, you guys, yes, NXT this past Tuesday was off the chain, you guys. Was off the chain. Yo, Indy and Dexter though. Indy and Dexter though. Yo, the chemistry is off the chain though. Like, Indie Hartwell doing everything Dexter do. And I was like, first, when she got on her knee, I was like, no. Like, no. Like, why? Like, why he ain't get on this? But Dexter don't talk. So honestly, I don't know. I'm looking for the moment, and I'm actually waiting for the moment to build up to where he's gonna say something. So it's gonna be really cool. Obviously, I heard him talk before. I believe he was in Impact Wrestling, some years back. But yo, Indy Hartwell and Dexter, man, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Speaking of loving it, man, yo, Hit Row, man, what they doing in NXT, loving that. Yo, man, I cannot think of the girl name in Hit Row. I'm so sorry. But yo, a ride or die, man. She's a ride or die, man, for real. She came out the cut with the pipe, with the bat, like, oh, I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, it's three of y'all, three of them, like, oh, for real. Like, yeah, bro. I'm digging it, though. Like, she is literally a ride or die, man. Loving it. Speaking of, I'm loving it, man. Cameron Grimes, yes, man. He's already to the moon, man. Cameron Grimes and LA Knight. Man, the story just keep getting better now. The story keep getting better. If Cameron Grimes loses at NXT TakeOver 36 this Sunday, then Ted DiBiase, WWE Hall of Famer, will be LA Knight's butler. So, man, this is going to be awesome, you guys. NXT TakeOver 36, you guys. Man, I'm loving it, you guys. And next week, you guys, on NXT, a cool matchup that I'm excited for. Odyssey Jones, you guys, and Carmelo Hayes. Yeah, I'm digging that, though. Who you guys got, though? I'm with Odyssey, though. Carmelo was there, he made his splash. Everybody was talking about him, so he must be hot on the indie scene or whatever. So I was just like, okay, a lot of people must know him, when he came in. I just, he got the first name as a famous basketball player. But hey, he dope in the ring. He really is. I dig him. But I like Odyssey Jones. He got that feel to him that he just, also, you guys, in the main event, we see MSK defend their NXT Tag Team Championships against Imperium, and it was a cool matchup. MSK pulled off the victory. Walter and Dragunov, of course, got in a little involved. When Walter came out to get involved with the matchup, we seen earlier on that night that Dragunov defeated Roderick Strong. And what was a hard-hitting matchup, though. But, yo, Dragunov and Walter 2 this Sunday, they're going to kill it. For real. They going to tear the house down. They're going to tear the house down. Walter last match that was, like, real huge was him and Tommaso at Stand and Deliver. WrestleMania weekend. Yo, but, man, that's going to be the matchup right there. Dragunov and Walter for the NXT UK Championship. I'm tuned in. I'm tuned in, man. I'm tuned in to everything, man, for real. This has been one hell of a show, man. It is Friday, you guys. Just want to remind everybody, you guys, tune in tomorrow to the 1130 Podcast social media page. Yeah, we're going to be on there for about an hour. We're going to talk some crap, man, and just review SummerSlam tomorrow night. We got John Cena versus Roman. We got Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg. Hey, you guys haven't checked out that Bobby Lashley Stone Cold Broken Skull? That's a good one. Check that out. Sasha Banks against Belair. Shout out to Clock Street Wrestling. They made a great point. They had a guest on there. They made a great point. And WWE also brought it up on their socials that a lot of superstars who have been in matches at WrestleMania and didn't have rematches at SummerSlam, the opposing superstar who lost at Mania, they win at SummerSlam. So we're going to see if Sasha Banks, you guys, win this Saturday, tomorrow, against Bianca. Also, you guys, triple threat. We got Rhea, Charlotte, and Nikki ASH. See how that's going to go. We got Sheamus going up against Damian Priest, you guys. We got a huge matchups. We got the Usos defending their titles. Randy Orton and AJ Styles against Randy Orton and Riddle against AJ and Almas. Man, it's going down, man. SummerSlam is going down, you guys. For real, I'm tuned in. For real, I'm tuned in, you guys. Man, what a hell of a show this was, you guys, man. To review some wrestling, man, for real. I love it each and every week, man. I'll be excited to talk my wrestling, for real, man. I had a guest today, man. They just ditched me. They just went MIA, man. I don't know. I do not know. But, yo, man, I love it doing this. I love talking my crap with you guys that's joining me here on the podcast each and every week, whether that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, you name it, YouTube, you dig. Thank you guys for helping the 1130 podcast on YouTube get over to 12,000 views. Thank you so much, you guys. Keep trucking at it. Go subscribe to the 1130 podcast on YouTube, you guys. Follow the 1130 podcast on Spotify, you guys, so you don't miss an episode. Leave a 5-star rating and a review on Apple Podcasts. I appreciate it so much, man. For real. This was awesome. This was really, really awesome, you guys. Shout out to everyone who's listening. And yes, for the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling, we are at to over 4,000 downloads. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining in each and every Friday to hear some Talk Pro Wrestling. Yes, it was an awesome show, man, for real. And once again, you guys, next week, starting next week, my guy who was on last week, my guest, Brian Young, who was on, we're going to get a tournament, you guys, starting. Whoever wins this tournament, you guys, is going to win a copy of The Wrestlers, The Craft of Professional Wrestling, you guys. It's an awesome book, you guys. Find out who is your favorite wrestler. For real, man. What a show. What a show, man, for real. Before I go, you guys, you know what time it is, man. Don't forget, you guys, to follow the 1130 podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you guys, at the 1130 podcast. Yes, follow me on Facebook, IG, and Twitter at the 1130 podcast. If you would like to be a guest here on the podcast, you guys, email me. That's the 1130 podcast at gmail.com. Yes. And also, you guys, the main show, the 1130 podcast, is approaching its 100th episode. Yes, October 27th, you guys. Write the date down on your calendar so you don't miss it. It's going to be dope, you guys. Yes, October 27th, Wednesday, streaming on EB Radio and YouTube at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you guys. So tap in, tune in, for real. Man, it's a hell of a show, you guys. Hell of a show, for real, you guys, for real, man. I appreciate you guys joining me this week. It's been a hell of a show. I'm out of head on out of here, you guys. The weekend is upon us, man. For real, I'm out to have a great weekend. You guys, man, I see everybody who's going to tune in to the social medias accounts tomorrow for the SummerSlam predictions. Other words, you guys, I see you guys next week and also this Wednesday on EB Radio, you guys. Yo, shout out to my guys the Dirty Hillz, man. The 1130 podcast is approved by Dirty Hillz. Always, man. Yo, stay blessed. Stay safe out there. Give all the glory to God, man. Keep giving it. You know what it is, man. Yo, it's your man Dre, a.k.a. Dre on Wheels. And I'm out.